We voted, he won. We voted, he won.
You too? Negotiations and consider.
Good evening. I would like to call to order the Springfield Board of Education meeting for Tuesday, February 17, 2026. Mr. Adams, roll call.
Mrs. Frola.
Here.
Mr. Mason.
Here.
Mr. Hofer.
Here.
Mrs. Warner.
Here.
Mr. Lance.
Here.
All present. Would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. All right. First item of business is a happy note, and I'll introduce Mrs. Warner, who will present the high school students and the junior high students, and then Mr. Burns, I think, is here, and is okay, and then Spring Hill.
Yeah, Mr. Masenko.
Okay, thank you. So we'll go in that order, aren't we, Michelle?
Good evening. I have the December and January nominees from Springfield High School and Junior High. I don't know if our students have arrived this evening or not. Is Andrew Langeneck here? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read his nomination. It came from Mrs. Fraley. Mrs. Fraley says, Andrew is not only a fantastic musician, but he's a hard worker. He's willing to put in the work to accomplish his goals. He's always willing to lend a hand and help the next generation of tuba players before and after school and during his AP time. And again, he was nominated by Mrs. Fraley. This will hang at the door as you enter into our building for the next month, for the month of February, and then this will move down by the community room until the following year. So congratulations to Andrew. Is our junior high student here? Is Cato Newman here? Okay, our junior high student is Cato Newman, nominated by Dr. Putt, and this is what she said. I would also like to nominate Cato Newman for Student of the Month. Cato is very patient and kind to his classmates. He goes out of his way to include and accept everyone. Cato's picture will be posted the same place as Andrew's, and I will give them their certificates at school tomorrow. So we want to congratulate both of them. Thank you.
Who's going to do that? You want to go through all? Who's doing Portage Lake?
You want me to
Through
go?
the months for,
Just a second,
Go
Mr. Burns,
ahead.
sorry.
no, that's fine.
We would also like to recognize from Portage Lakes Career Center this month is our 11th grade student, Madison Moody, and she is in the HVAC program over at Portage Lakes. And so we have it written here that Maddie is an excellent student, a strong and quiet presence in the classroom and lab. She leads by example. Her workmanship on lab projects is exemplary. She then turns and helps her fellow students without failing to help them with their workmanship. Maddie displays the mark of a true leader, interacting with the other students in a mature and professional manner.
Okay.
Schrock Student of the Month for December and January. I'm going to go with Gracie Petty first. Thought I saw Gracie here. You got to come up, Gracie, I'm sorry.
No.
Big deal. So Gracie was nominated by Mrs. Justice and Mrs. Johnston. This is what they had to say about her. Gracie Petty is an outstanding candidate for the 5th grade Student of the Month for December and January. She consistently works hard on her schoolwork and has shown remarkable improvement in her attendance. Gracie is kind to her classmates, pleasant and well-behaved, creating a positive environment in the classroom. She has worked diligently to complete her assignments and has gained confidence in her abilities, always striving to do her best. Gracie's dedication, effort, and positive attitude make her a wonderful role model for her peers. Congratulations, Gracie. Our next student is Easton Cole. I think I saw Easton. Easton was nominated by Mrs. McFarland, Mrs. Oswald, and Mrs. Wagner. This is what they had to say about Easton. We are proud of Easton for choosing to use his Spartan standards daily. He is always willing to help others when needed. I'm sorry, I need reading glasses, I think now. We can count on him to participate and model excellent behavior. Springfield is lucky to have him. Congratulations, Easton.
Nice smile.
Yeah, first year. He's been with us.
So, is a teacher?
Yeah. Long time. He was at the high school as an assistant.
And who is this guy?
Spring Hill, he's new too. He took.
All right, good evening, everybody. Representing Spring Hill this evening, we have two teachers with us that are going to present their students. We have Mrs. Morrison from second grade and Mrs. Cox from third grade. So first up, we will have Mrs. Cox.
Her husband, very good job, teacher.
Today, I have the honor of recognizing a student who truly represents what it means to be a Springfield Spartan. This student constantly demonstrates all of the Spartan standards, being responsible, respectful, safe, and kind each and every day. He comes to class ready to learn, ready to participate, and ready to give his best effort. If effort were an Olympic sport, he'd be a medalist, and my teammates and I would be in the stands cheering him on. He is hardworking, motivated, and takes pride in his work, and always strives to do his best whether we're tackling a challenging math problem or working on a project. He shows determination, focus, and doesn't give up. That perseverance is something we all could learn from. But what makes him even more special is his personality. He has a wonderful sense of humor and knows how to make our classroom and other staff members smile at just the right time. Most importantly, he's kind. He treats others with respect and helps create a safe and positive learning environment for everyone. He leads by example, and not just when I'm watching. Yes, teachers have eyes in the back of our heads. It's part of our job description. For all these reasons, his dedication, motivation, perseverance, kindness, and his commitment to living out the Spartan standards, I am so proud to announce that our Student of the Month is Austin Cottrell. Congratulations, we're proud.
10 birds. Just 10. Yeah. She's great.
All right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you're good too.
Yes. The background up there.
Good evening. I am Ms. Morrison, and I teach second grade at Spring Hill Elementary. Tonight, I am honored to recognize Cece Patea, who truly exemplifies what it means to be Student of the Month. Cece comes to school each day with a smile on her face, a positive attitude, and a genuine love for learning. She is focused, responsible, and always eager to do her best. Whether she is participating in class discussions, completing her work, helping a classmate, running errands for the teacher, or taking on a new challenge, Cece approaches everything with determination and pride. Her hard work and positive attitude do not go unnoticed. Cece is a wonderful role model for her peers. From the moment she walks through the door each morning, Cece leads by example with her quiet demeanor by demonstrating positive character traits such as being kind, respectful, and considerate of others. Cece consistently follows classroom expectations and is always willing to lend a helping hand. Cece is a kind-hearted, sweet young girl, and it shows through her thoughtful interactions with others. Her actions speak louder than words, and you can always see how much she cares about others. Her kindness and empathy help create a welcoming and positive classroom environment. Although Cece excels academically, she reminds us that being an outstanding student is about more than just academic success. It is about character, effort, mindset, and kindness. Cece is well known by students throughout the entire building for her kindness and positive impact on others. When asked to describe Cece, the students in our classroom refer to her as sweet, kind, helpful, giggly, smiley, nice, smart, loving, caring, and friendly, among other things. We are incredibly proud of her and excited to see all the wonderful things she will continue to accomplish. Congratulations, Cece. You truly deserve this recognition as Student of the Month.
Awesome. Congratulations to all. Should we give them one more big round of applause? Okay, our next item of business is board members informal, and would anyone like to start? Okay, Mr. Hofer, you want to start?
You guys can leave if you want. If you've got, it's a beautiful night outside, so yes, you don't have to stay.
Trust me, it was.
Wish I could go with you.
It was nice outside.
It was nice outside
I
today.
left my jacket in my car. I love those things. There goes what school is all about.
What?
Those students.
Yep.
There's a Hall of Famer walking out right now, 78. My neighbor, Danny.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. As we continue, I emailed board members of what's happening on the educational committee. For 2 weeks ago, one was computer science. That made it through the first hearing, but I don't see it on the second hearing. It was, I haven't seen it called up. This week came out on the NIL payments for high school students. There was the Ohio Athletic High School Association. I put in a personal comment on testimony. You can do that, written testimony, and not go down to Columbus and testify. So I did testify on behalf of myself on that. And that is a movement, I think in high school, junior high, it's important we focus on education, not necessarily on sports. Only 3% on an average from high school will move on to college sports. At that point in time, it's a different ballgame. It's semi-pro college. It's the next level up. But I think, personally, I think if the students are in high school, that puts an added amount of pressure on them to take some of these subsidies and name recognition. But I think we need to focus on education. In the background that I have had in manufacturing over the years and private enterprise, a high school diploma is very important. And to focus on that for life learning skills is important. That's all I have.
Not much this evening. I know the weather outside, you wouldn't guess that, a week and a half ago we had negative 20 degrees and 16 inches of snow out there. I left Georgia at noon and it was 61 degrees, and we got back in Ohio at 7 a.m. and it was negative 20. So that was quite the shock to the system. But it sounds like we didn't have a lot of school up here, but it sounds like we were able to get, when we did have school parking lots cleared and the limited salt. I know everybody's fighting with that, so it sounds like things went well during that storm. So thanks to the maintenance crew and everybody outside working on that during those days.
Just want to say congratulations to the students of the month. It's always my favorite part of every single meeting we have, because it always brings a light, a little bit of joy to what we do here. So
I agree. I love to watch the kids, and they're so excited. I would say, let me see, what was it? My niece is a high school cheerleader, and being a previous coach, I know that we just went to the MAC and we took first place, which was amazing, because I think being a cheerleader, you're cheering for other people all the time. There's sports, and not that it's great, but when you're going in there and you're competing for yourself, and then you win, it's great. So I was so proud of them for that, and it was so exciting to see them win. I thought that was great.
Junior high and high school won.
Junior
they
high
won
and high
both.
school, you're
Yes.
right. Yeah, thank you for saying that. I'm focused on my little Maddie, but yeah. It was fun, and they did a great job.
And they'll be down at States this weekend as
Yeah,
well, so.
yeah.
I would just add a congratulations and say how I'm impressed every month when we have the Students of the Month, because they're just nice, such nice things said about them by their teachers and staff, and they truly are good representation of the school. And the only comment I would make about the snow is when my boys were little and we had a snow day, there was always a snowman. You know, there were snowmen around. I noticed with the Sub-Zero, there weren't many snowmen around, so they, I think they did have to stay in, but thank you for the publication, the information, and the good decisions.
It was a hectic week, let me tell you.
So, okay. All right, let's go to number 9, approval of minutes. It's recommended that the board approve the minutes of the organizational and regular meetings of January 13, 2026, and the special work session on January 27. And these are found in Exhibits 1, 1A, and 1B.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and second, Mr. Adams. And
Mr. Hofer,
Yes.
Mr. Mason,
Yes.
Mrs. Frola,
yes.
Mrs. Warner,
Yes.
Mr. Lance.
Yes.
Okay, motion passed. At this time, citizens' comments on agenda items are welcome. Participants are asked to, it's not on here, but please come to the podium, identify yourself by name and where you live, and try to stay within the 5 minutes. Are there any citizens' comments? Okay, seeing none, then the board, number 11 is, it is recommended that the board go into executive session at this time to review negotiations with public employees and to consider the employment of a public official. A motion?
Motion.
Second.
It's been moved in second, Mr. Adams, that we go into executive session.
Mr. Lance,
Yes.
Mr. Mason,
Yes.
Mrs. Warner,
Yes.
Mr. Hofer,
Yes.
Mrs. Frola.
Yes. And at this time, I would just comment, we don't anticipate that it's going to be a long duration.
that important that somebody,
One ready?
Oh, it is.
uh-huh,
All right.
yep.
We need a motion to get out.
Yeah, I was waiting for Parker to get seated. Number 12, it is recommended that the executive session be adjourned at this time.
So moved.
Second.
Moved in second, Mr. Adams.
Mrs. Warner?
Yes.
Mr. Mason?
Yes.
Mrs. Frola?
Yes,
Mr. Hofer?
Yes.
Mr. Lance?
Yes.
motion passed. We're out of executive session. 13, payment of bills. It is recommended that the board approve payment of bills for the month of January pending audit, and not January pending audit, but the bills pending audit. And these are given to us in Exhibit 2.
So move.
Second.
Moved in second, Mr. Adams.
Mr. Hofer?
Yes.
Mr. Lance?
Yes.
Mrs. Frola?
Yes.
Mrs. Warner?
Yes.
Mr. Mason?
Yes.
Okay, motion passed. Number 14, it is recommended that the board approve a resolution for payment of bills per Ohio Revised Code Section 5705.41D, and these were provided in Exhibit 3.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved in second. Mr. Adams?
Mrs. Warner?
Yes.
Mr. Mason?
Yes.
Mr. Hofer?
Yes.
Mr. Lance?
Yes.
Mrs. Frola?
Yes. And number 15, it is recommended that the board accept the financial reports from the treasurer for the January 2026, and these have been provided to us as Exhibits 4, 5, and 6.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Adams, is there any comment or just,
Mr. Lance?
Yes.
Mr. Mason?
Yes.
Mrs. Warner?
Yes.
Mr. Hofer?
Yes.
Mrs. Frola?
yes. Moving to personnel, it is recommended that the board approve or accept the following personnel items. Accept the retirement resignation of classified employee Kathy Ray, effective March 1, 2026. Number 16, accept the resignation of classified employee Brian Kuser, effective end of workday January 30, 2026. Number 16.3, approve an unpaid leave of absence for classified employee Tatiana Kajek from May 10, 2026 to May 29, 2026. 16.4, employ Hannah Clark as a 100% elementary teacher per the negotiated agreement pending proper licensure and pre-employment screenings, effective March 2nd, 2026. Hannah is being hired to fill a retirement position. 16.5, employ the following classified employees per the negotiated agreement pending proper licensure and pre-employment screenings. Connie Smith as a cafeteria employee at Schrock, Julia Keller as a teaching assistant, district-wide, effective February 2nd, 2026, and Holly Gray as a teaching assistant at Spring Hill Elementary, effective January 22, 2026. 16.6, employ the following as classified substitutes per the negotiated agreement pending proper licensure and pre-employment screening, effective first day assigned. Those include Mem Luton, Mark Williams, Michael Ewing, Jonathan Keller, Jeremy Cumberledge, and Tamara Duncan. 16.7, employ Stacy Pendergast as a home instructor as needed for the 25-26 school year, pending proper licensure. 16.8, third grade reading group. I'm missing something. Wait a minute, I gotta turn a page. That's the mystery in my life. Employ the following individuals for the before and after third grade reading camp to be held at Spring Hill for up to 4 hours per week and to be paid through Title I grant funds. Those include Wendy Bluey and Dina Scrimo, who will work before school, Sonia Cunningham and Wendy Liebman will do the after-school camp. 16.9, non-sport supplemental contract, and this contract is funded by the Band Boosters. Approve the following non-sport supplemental contract for the 25-26 school year per the negotiated agreement, pending proper licensure, and it is paid once funds are received in full from the Band Boosters. That person would be Joey Morrison as a percussion instructor, and the Band Boosters will pay 14% for them. Athletic supplemental contracts. The following athletic supplemental contracts for the 25-26 school year per the negotiated agreement, pending proper licensure and pre-employment screening. Jody Burgess as varsity track head coach, Joe Headley as varsity track assistant coach, Michelle Zargis, varsity track assistant coach, Aaron Skaggs, junior high track coach for the boys, Tim Burns, junior high track coach for girls, Shane Curry, varsity head softball coach, Paula Murphy, varsity assistant softball coach, Kendra Cox, junior varsity softball coach for the red team, Kevin Hanna, junior varsity softball coach for gray team, Mackenzie Schrickle, junior varsity softball coach gray, Michael Canavan, varsity assistant, varsity assistant baseball coach, or varsity head coach, Randy Goldinger, varsity assistant baseball coach, Aaron, known as AJ Smith, varsity assistant baseball coach, Nathaniel Canavan, junior varsity baseball coach, and Jacob Garrett, junior varsity baseball coach. End of personnel. Any questions?
I was just asking, what's the difference between the junior varsity softball coach, gray and red?
They have, if they have two different teams.
Two
so-
different JV softball teams?
yeah.
Really? Nice. That's
Great.
great.
Motion to accept these?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, so a couple things. First, Kathy Ray, she will be retiring March 1st. Kathy was first hired in 1997 as an aide in the library at Spring Hill. And then the 99-2000 school year, she became a TA at Schropp. And she's been a TA ever since working at Spring Hill, Young, and the high school. We have Hannah Clark here. Hi, Hannah. Hannah is going to be hired to replace Erin Francis. Erin's last day is February 27th. Hannah was Erin's student teacher at the beginning of the year, correct? Yes. So the students already know her. So it's going to be a very smooth transition. So welcome to Springfield. Welcome to be a Spartan. Let's give her a round of applause. Yeah. The third grade reading camp, so you want to explain a little bit?
So the third grade reading camp is for students who are like on the cusp of actually passing the assessment. And so what we are doing is we are supporting their skills that they need and giving them a few test taking skills in order to push them over the edge. Because of the time that Spring Hill actually starts this year, we were able to add in a before school camp as well as an after school camp. Right now, I think we have 32 kids enrolled in the camp. believe that there's 13 or 14 in the morning and 18 in the afternoon. So parents are really taking advantage of that. We're really fortunate to have Sonia Cunningham, Wendy Liebman, Wendy Bluey, and Dina Scrimo, who are working those camps for us. And those are actually paid through Title I funds. Those are federal grant funds. So basically, they really aren't coming out of the general fund of the district. Those are additional funds that we get through federal grants.
And then the non-sports supplemental, that's, we do that every year. That's paid through the band boosters. There's like 3 different positions that are paid through that. Any questions on personnel?
No, but I have a comment. Hannah No Fair, you don't have to learn the kids' names. That always took up the first week of school for me.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So welcome.
Yeah,
Welcome.
All right. We have a motion, Mr. Adams.
We had Mr. Hofer and Mr. Mason. So I'll call the roll. Mrs. Frola?
Yes.
Mr. Lance?
No.
Mr. Hofer?
Yes.
Mrs. Warner?
Yes.
Mr. Mason?
Yes.
Okay, motion passed. That's a very vibrant list of positions being filled. That's impressive. Number 17, it is recommended that the board approve a resolution for membership of Springfield High School and Junior High in the Ohio High School Athletic Association for the 26-27 school year, and that is in Exhibit 7. And this happens every year.
So move.
Second?
Yeah, and like Mrs. Frola just said, this is something we do every year to join the membership for OSHAA. So,
I'm sorry.
no, you're fine. Now you're fine.
Well, I just remember doing it.
Nope, yes, yep, every year.
Okay.
Mrs. Warner?
Yes.
Mr. Lance?
Yes.
Mr. Mason?
Yes.
Mr. Hofer?
Yes.
Mrs. Frola?
Yes. Motion passed. Number 18 is one of my favorite programs. It is recommended that the board approve a memorandum of understanding with the following colleges and universities for the College Credit Plus program for 26-27. And the various memorandums are with the University of Akron, Cuyahoga Community College, and Stark State College, and I believe there will be more later as we get ready.
We already
for-
approved one, I believe.
We
last-
approved Ken's.
Yes.
Stark, I believe. And so we are slowly getting the rest of them to come in. Generally, we have 4 or 5, so we're almost done.
Good.
So moved.
Second.
We've been moved in second. Mr. Adams?
Who? Mr.
I
Hofer?
moved.
Okay. Mr. Hofer?
Yes.
Mr. Lance?
Yes.
Mrs. Warner?
Yes.
Mrs. Frola?
Yes.
Mr. Mason?
Yes.
CCP is a great program. We need to expand on that as much as we can, because I think it's great for the students to get a one-up on their college career and get started and get a head start on that. So keep that one rolling.
So whenever a student, if they belong to a college, then we work with that college to have them come in as a CCP. So like, was it 2 years ago, we had somebody from Dayton
It's
or
down in the Dayton
like the
area.
Dayton area, like that's where she was online. She wanted to come back to school, so we accepted it as so. So right now, these are the 4 that the majority of the kids go to.
Okay.
Or the 5, I'm sorry, 5.
You vote, I forget. Okay. Number 19, Memorandum of Understanding with OPSI 179. It is recommended that the board approve a memorandum of understanding with OPSI 179 regarding staffing assignments revolving around lunchtime supervision of students.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, moved in second.
So, sure, so this was OPC 179 brought forth a grievance of, so at the lunch and cafeteria, there were some times where the PE teacher and the art teacher had some time free, so they were in the lunchroom and they went outside for recess for about 40 minutes throughout the week. It was like a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. They couldn't do it on Wednesdays. And the grievance was that this was OPSI work and that the teachers shouldn't be doing their duty. We explained that it wasn't, they were there basically like Mr. Bontrager. He plays football with the kids and Mrs. Sherratt watches, them play football, whatever. So what this solution was that we would not supplant or replace the OPSI members with teachers, so.
But the teachers will still be
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless they can't, I mean, if they're,
Yeah,
if
well,
they're,
I meant,
right, yeah,
that option is
Yeah.
still available.
absolutely.
Okay, Mr. Adams?
Mr. Mason,
Yes.
Mr. Hofer,
Yes.
Mrs. Warner,
Yes.
Mrs. Frola,
Yes.
Mr. Lance.
Abstain.
Okay, motion passed. All right, number 20, it is recommended that the board approve a service agreement with K-12 Business Consultings Incorporated to provide a subscription to K-12 Business Consulting Incorporated Ohio Annual Forecasting Program for the period of February 3rd through June 30th, and that exhibit is Exhibit 12. And even before we, I want to add something to that. Should we have the motion first?
Yes, we should have
All
the
right,
motion
let's have a
first.
motion and then I'll do an explanation.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved in second. Before we vote, all right?
Yes,
The
absolutely.
Board of Education has recently received some troubling updates regarding several new laws that were passed in Ohio. These laws may negatively impact many school districts, including Springfield. The timing of the new law is unfortunate, and we have been told that there are still many unknown factors as the state begins to implement them. This board has decided to contract with a third-party consultant, K-12, which uses a sophisticated financial modeling software that is able to help us anticipate how these new laws will affect the district. As we make plans for the upcoming year, it is critical that we have the most accurate and up-to-date financial data possible. Given the predicted impact of the new laws, K-12's expertise will provide us with the information that we need to make informed decisions. And it's my understanding that this company has been a leader in utilizing the software. There's more software being developed by other companies now, but they were able to more in a faster manner take Springfield on. They kind of moved us ahead of someone else because of other needs that the district has with having to have correct information to use. So with that, any questions from the board? Any additional comments? And this was a board decision. All right, Mr. Adams?
Mrs. Frola,
Yes.
Mr. Lance,
Yes.
Mr. Hofer,
Yes.
Mrs. Warner,
Yes.
Mr. Mason.
Yes.
Okay, motion passed. 21 is a memorandum of understanding with the City of Akron. It is recommended that the board approve memorandums of understanding with the City of Akron to explore joint funding opportunities related to connection to the City of Akron water system at Springfield Administration and Preschool Center, also known as the Boyer Kindergarten Center, and with Schropp Intermediate School. And the two memorandums are Exhibits 13 and 14.
So move.
Second.
Been moved in second, Mr. Adams?
I have some
Let
questions,
Dustin-
too. I have some
Oh,
questions.
okay, I'm
Let
sorry.
Dustin explain.
So these memorandums of understanding are to help apply for potential funding opportunities the city is pursuing to add customers to the water service. We are already connected on both of these locations to the County of Summit sewer system here, so does have some advantages. This is very early on in the process and non-binding here. We're just applying, joining with them to apply for the grant is the purpose of these MOUs. This is not saying that we're going to connect to the system. It's just fleshing out the numbers so we can see whether or not it's advantageous to us in the future. And any further decisions will be brought in front of the board and analyzed to show where that advantage may lay or may not lay. But without the numbers and knowing what potential funding may be out there, we can't really do that yet.
Well, this is the second time I've seen something like this. So the first time it never made it to a board action. It was with the previous superintendent, and my first comment was, Akron's hurting for money. And that's well known. What comes to play from when I talked with a former Springfield trustee was they weren't going to approve it because the line has to come across some township property. So I'd like some explanation on that. Is our water system here at this building and at Boyer, it's safe because I see the billing for the testing usually monthly. What would be the advantage? And once we tie in, then we're tied into Akron for you'd have to destroy the wells. That's probably part of it. But what is the advantage? My last question, in reading that, it says for this, we bear the cost solely.
And we would receive the funds from the grant yes, we would incur the tap fees, but then we would receive the funding from the grant to offset.
So then the grant would pay for the whole funding scope? If
We don't know. We don't know how much that may be funded. We have to apply for it before we can find out what funding would be made available.
So our water supply right now is adequate for both buildings?
Currently, yes.
Any future limitations that would cause that to be cause of concern?
Well, it's always a risk running your own water system.
I know.
We have antiquated, if I may, pipes running, pumps that could fail at any moment that we would be responsible for. We continue to incur, as you said, the monthly testing cost and labor for having a qualified water operator on site to ensure, test those on a daily basis. And so there are risks involved operating our own water system there that would be mitigated with connecting there, as well as, right now we get a bill for the sewer system that's, just a estimate that whereas if we were connected to water, that would likely come down. And in some cases that we've looked at, offset the cost of the water system there by bringing your sewer bill into actual use.
Because the sewer
rather than an
system doesn't
estimate.
know exactly how much water we're drawing.
Correct.
Yeah, there's no metering of that. I'm assuming then there's going to be a cost analysis just for long-term over hooking up with Akron versus staying with just our systems then.
Correct, and we'll take advantage of those risks that we discussed, if we have to replace equipment, pumps, so forth there. So yes, once we find out these figures, what funding is available, we'll do that analysis and present it to you before we would choose to move forward.
Thank you.
Yep.
This is the same as the bus. Last month, we approved the Stark County, I don't know the whole name of it, but we were looking at potential buses. There's no cost with this. This is strictly information gathering, just like the bus one, correct?
Correct.
Okay, all right.
MOU to do the MOU. Do the MOU.
Right.
Yeah, it's more paperwork.
Mrs. Frola,
Yes.
Mr. Lance,
Yes.
Mr. Hofer,
Yes.
Mrs. Warner?
Yes.
Mr. Mason?
Yes.
Cynthia, if we could approve, because these two reports tie together, okay? The financial recovery plan and the 5-year forecast, I'm gonna display how they're all linked together, okay? Normally, we do a 5-year forecast, but since we had some changes, we were advised by the commission to also do a financial recovery plan. The numbers, though, at the end of the day, on both reports, are the same, okay? So it's nothing like one is different than the other. They're just linked this time, but I don't know how we're gonna do that. I mean, I could do
What do
one
you mean you don't know
and,
how you're gonna do it? You mean present it?
oh, I
or
know how I'm
it
gonna
will be
present it. I
function?
just don't know how you want to do the motion and do the second.
Oh, okay.
That's all. But I'd
Well-
like to get them both done before I start explaining what's going on, in our finances.
And,
The treasurer's report is after both
I
of
think we
those.
should do
Yes.
them both. Yeah. Huh? Yeah, I would say do both since they're on there.
Okay.
And these two changes are as a result of the new rules, regulations, and laws,
No,
right?
these changes are due to insurance changes.
I'm sorry.
Insurance,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right.
We won't know until K-12 comes in to see what kind of, impact it has on our, real estate revenues moving forward.
No,
But
I didn't
also-
ask a good question. The need for a financial two separate motions, are those dictated
Yes.
by the new law?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I,
Yeah,
Yes.
I wanna
okay,
read,
so
I
we
wanna
need to
read them
do
both.
Right, so every February, we have to do, because we're on fiscal oversight, we have to do, we have to update our financial recovery plan. And it just so happens that since the new law now, that the financial 5-year forecast has now moved to February, it now intertwines with each other more so than it has done in the past.
okay.
Okay,
I
so,
just wanted to
yeah, so that, so
have
it's.
clarity there.
Yes, yes.
All right, let's do the Financial Recovery Plan 22. It is recommended that the board approve the updated Financial Recovery Plan worksheet tabs 2C, projection analysis. Tab 3, changes in assumptions. Tab 4, current financial forecast prior to plan and financial forecast. And these are in Exhibit 15.
They're not. Right, Chris?
They're gonna be submitted to you tomorrow, and I won't submit them to Columbus until, if you have any issues, but I'll be going over the ones that I'm submitting. We've worked on this up until Dustin and I and Charlie came on Monday, and, you know, when the commission wants us to work, we work. And, so we had some changes from then, from Friday to now. Change it to the better, which is always
So
good to say.
it's this paperwork,
Yes,
okay.
that's good. The ones I've
All right.
handed out. And I also want to tell the people out in the audience too, that I'll be submitting to them the same information that is getting submitted to the board, tomorrow. And if they have any questions, give me a call.
Okay. So we have a motion?
Let's get on the floor first before we discuss.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
Needs to be on the floor, these motions and second first before we can really
Yes.
discuss it.
Yeah.
We
Go
need a
ahead.
motion.
Motion?
So moved.
We
then.
need a yeah.
Second.
Second?
Mr. Hofer?
Hold up.
All
No,
right,
we're
wait
gonna
a minute.
discuss it.
I think, question.
Okay.
I am not comfortable voting before we see the presentation. Like, I want to see.
Yes.
I want to see what I'm voting on, so I think everybody hopefully understands that, but.
I agree.
Yes, so,
I agree.
so yeah, I don't know, I know you had mentioned doing 22 and 23 at the same time.
Just because it could be,
It's the same,
it's the same ending
Okay.
number, and I'll highlight that in my presentation. So
Okay.
however the board feels comfortable.
Let's do them separately so that there
fine.
is
That's fine.
clarity.
Sure.
So Chad, just so, prior to the new law being in February, we would have previously have just voted for the financial recovery plan. We wouldn't have done the 5-year forecast at this point in time. But being that the new law for the that's why they're kind of intertwined with each other.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm
I'm just-
clear
yeah.
on that part, yes, I just wanna, I wanna hear the
No.
presentation before.
No.
Sure.
Yeah, the presentation.
Let's pull up the financial recovery plan right now, Dustin.
Stand on my head and watch.
You want it? So, how this works is we take the last financial recovery plan, which was created in October, and then what we do is if there's any changes. Now, there is changes up in the very top, property taxes. The only reason there's changes on those areas is because in October, we didn't know if we were gonna pass the renewals. So now that they're passed, they have to go up to line 1.01. So that's the same. The concerning part is these, let me get up here and point it to you. My pointer disappeared from my office and I didn't know where it was. Right here. Benefits. And it's pretty dramatic, so I'll give you a history. We got in this consortium 30 months ago, okay? And what happened is COVID hit. That was the first big thing that hit, which meant that every, what you would call, any kind of procedure that you could normally get in, you couldn't get in. It was put on hold, right? Nobody wanted to go to the hospital. So when COVID stopped, we got a lot of claims. And then unfortunately for our Springfield team, we've had an unprecedented amount of high claims that hit our school system. And it's an amount that our rep hasn't seen before. Not the quantity. Usually in a district of this size, you might have one or two every couple of years, okay? We've had a half a dozen almost. And unfortunately, that causes large claims. And that's what happened. So what our insurance consortium is going to do is we're underwater $2 million, meaning that we've had, since the beginning, 30 months ago, $2 million more in claims than revenue that we've sent them, okay? Because what they do in the beginning, when you join a consortium, they put you mid-range, okay? Because they don't have any history. So for 30 months, you're in the mid-range. Then all of a sudden, after 30 months, they take all the data and they go, Springfield is now considered, there's 5 levels. Number 1 is the best school districts, number 5 is the worst. We're currently at number 4, okay? So that means not only do we have to make up the shortage, we're also getting hit with a 13.5% increase in our premiums. It's a double whammy. So we had to, per the commission, and I had to reflect what we know right now. So, as you can see, since October of last year, we're anticipating 147,000 this year, 867 next year, 953 in 28, and $972,000 in 29. That's as of today, okay?
And
Things can change and probably will change, and I'm hoping it'll change for the better.
And those 27, 28, 29 is based on
The
current claims, current higher number of claims than in the past,
and
correct?
anticipated claims.
Okay.
Dustin and I are going to go to a meeting tomorrow at 10. We're going to get there a little earlier because the gentleman that runs the meeting will have some firm data from us as far as what he wants to do. He's presenting a scenario to the trustees. He believes very confidently they'll accept it. Because unfortunately, there was another district, Howland, went through the same thing. So they know our financial situation. They're not gonna ding us. So the hopes and prayers is, okay, we get this hit, the first hit. Our claims actually, up until a week ago, for this year, we're in the positive. But that can all change, because we do have some claims that I anticipated hitting, okay? And they haven't hit yet, so he's looking into that. So let's just do the forecast. Well, let's move on down to the end, because that's where it really matters for us. This year, we're still gonna end the year with 7.3 million. Next year, we're still gonna end the year with 6.3 million, but then you see the cliff. 28, we're down to 4 million. 29, we're still in the positive with $631,000. Again, like I stated before, we're hoping that we get back into a normal cycle where we don't experience these high claims, and then we can build our reserves, and then in the future, we might have a big enough reserve that one of those $700,000 increments goes away. That'd be wonderful, but as of today, from a 5-year forecast, I have to assume they're not, based on our history. And that's how you evaluate your projections, is based on your history. Now again, that's the insurance line. The other line that we're going to have a lot of focus on when this K-12 comes in is, let's go back up, is the line 1.01. This is where it's gotten tough. I've done this for 20-some years, and I've never seen, and Mr. Hofer has never seen, they're just throwing so much information out there that the crazy part is I talked to the Summit County Auditor's Department, people that calculate what's going to actually hit. They still don't know. They're waiting. So you got all these districts in Summit County that all of a sudden, all over the state road, are saying, wait a minute. Especially the treasurers. They're going, I don't have confidence in my forecast because we're seeing so many of these laws that we know is going to impact us. Thank God, back in October, I did know that things were coming down the pipe. And I did know, based on the current environment in Columbus, that we were going to get hit. So, I did not show much growth going out, because we are going to get another revaluation. I think all of us remember how our tax bills went up a couple of years ago, right? They went up crazy amounts. And they went up because all of our values of our houses went through the roof. Well, it's going to happen again. That hasn't changed. People that are selling their houses right now are getting a lot more than they got 3 years ago. So it's an arm's length sale, meaning a buyer will pay you a certain amount of money per house. That's what gets recorded in the Summit County Auditor's Department. So the politicians went, holy moly, we're going to have situations where we're going to have people, especially elderly people, that can't afford property taxes. Their house is paid for, but they just can't afford it, so they decided to do some of these bills. Did they go too far? As always, politicians sometimes do. So what's that going to impact us in the future? Probably what's going to impact is these bills are going to show a dramatic reduction in people's property taxes. Okay. Now, not as dramatic as what you're reading about right now. There are people out there. There are influential people out there that are saying, "Listen, we don't want property taxes at all." Do I think that's going to happen? No. But do I think people age 65 and older might get their property taxes reduced significantly? Yes, I do believe that. So right now, as it stands, and I can't say this enough, this is where the team and us decided where we landed. And it was nice because we got a lot of hours from our consultant out of Columbus, and she won't sign off on this until she's comfortable with it. Now, again, when K-12 comes in here, I see us producing another 5-year forecast, an official one, that they're gonna be assisting. Anybody in the audience have any questions regarding this?
Who's the team?
K-12. It's a team,
That's the team that made this.
no, we made this team. Myself, Dustin, and the oversight commission out of Columbus. Because we're in fiscal oversight stuff.
But you would anticipate this isn't going to be what they produce?
I think personally, everything's gonna be okay except on top. What is the House bill gonna do to our property? Okay, that's the big question mark, okay? Now, again, I didn't put in my forecast any large changes. If you look at the simulations based on recent sales, we were gonna get another $2 million, which would have been great. But you have taxpayers out there revolting because they just paid a huge spike in their property taxes a few years back. And like I said, people in Columbus wasn't gonna let that happen again.
But the medical is based on your just assumptions, correct? It's not anything set in stone, it's your assumption from the past history, correct? Not taking into account retirements and new younger people who are coming in.
No, that's taken into account in my labor, okay? The retirements are based on what the insurance consortium stated they were gonna have to do the test. We will know tomorrow for sure.
What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow is our insurance meeting up in Streetsboro. And we're gonna be meeting with the gentleman, Dave Lewis, who you guys met. And he's gonna tell us exactly when this is gonna start. It's gonna start July 1st. He does know that.
And will you be discussing the things the district can do to save on healthcare that you talked about?
Yes.
And is this the same file that you had on the online agenda that went out? Like, what I'm looking at right now, is that the same thing I've been looking at on the agenda?
No, it got better by a little bit. That's why I'm gonna send it out again. What was sent out on Friday was a little worse. We were actually underwater from a cash standpoint in 29. With analyzing it a little better, we decided this is something that the commission is comfortable with, we were comfortable with. So, again, after tomorrow's meeting, okay, I will send out to the board and to our employees that want it, and I'm sure our unions are gonna wanna see this, so I'm just gonna send it out to you, you know, why I have to ask.
But we think that's gonna change again when K-12 comes in?
Just on that top line, bro, just on that top line. But, who knows?
Maybe, there might be more. I mean, it's a second look at it, so there could be tweaks on many different things, could be.
And in K-12, is that based on our assumptions again? Like, it's a program, right? You're not doing it for us, programs that we're using?
We're giving them information, but they also they seem to be having these programs that are, from what I gather, these people are down in Columbus with politicians. So even before laws become laws, they kind of know what's going on.
But you'll be inputting your assumptions, correct? So it can be as conservative or.
We'll work together, but they're gonna have to sign off. And the board's gonna have to sign off on where this all's gonna land. And we're hoping, and we're glad that K-12 is putting us on top of
think Tina, to your question too, is that they're actually going to come in and they'll be looking at the books. It's not just the numbers that we're giving, they're gonna be looking at everything. I think that's what you asked.
Yes, they're diving deep there.
It's not just the program, but the program that they have does do the analysis of the tax laws for it. So they'll come in, because we got them from February to June, so they're gonna come in and just do a deep dive into everything, implement it, but they do have that program that's going to help with especially with the House bills for it.
If you want to go out to the Google, type it in, K-12, you'll see who's on the team.
Do you know what other schools in Summit County are doing?
I know Twinsburg, their treasurer, doesn't do the 5-year forecast at all. I do believe it's I do believe it's, K-12 that does, like, their forecast for them.
Barberton is using,
The ESC.
yes.
Yeah, they're using ESC.
Yeah.
They have 3 treasurers over there right now doing the same thing.
They're using everybody that they can get. I can get you the list of who they're using, the K-12.
I didn't hear of any other districts doing this, so
Oh, yeah, there's a lot.
That's why we can't get it until March, because they've already signed up for February with some other districts, but I remember this is all over Ohio too, so.
We were late to the party, so we got put,
So
we weren't first.
March, why are we contracted
It's-
February 3rd to June 30th and not March 1st to June 30th? If they're not taking us until March.
Because they've already started collecting our data.
We have been working.
We've already been working with them. That was a good question. We've-
Kind of feed them information,
Yeah.
and they get all that stuff, they ask for reports, and then they come in with their program.
And then they're actually coming here, so we'll actually have like a human here.
Again, it's
So you won't have a report until June then?
No, we'll have it by March. They're just gonna work with us because with the laws just keep changing. So they're gonna have a 5-year forecast for us, but just as if there's any more changes coming out, we're gonna have them on retainer, I guess is a good word for it.
So Chris, let me understand, with the inflation that happened in '23, that the taxpayers had to pay, with the new law that happened.
You're talking the revaluation, property revaluation?
Yeah, that was in '23.
Yeah.
The new law says that money will be given back to the property owners. Do we know how much of a loss? Because that's not reflected in here. We don't know that yet, correct?
I read an article in the paper this weekend that the average taxpayers in Springfield Township, their tax bill will go down to $91 per year, okay? But like you said, they're gonna take it away, but then the state is gonna reimburse us, but for how long, we don't know.
Well, that was my question. So we don't know those figures yet in this forecast. So this will change again when we start to see those numbers come in.
You're gonna see, yes.
And I think K-12, that's part of their
That's part of
simulation that they're gonna have, because there's gonna be some districts that are gonna get hit really, really, really hard with that.
Because that was my discussion with Jack Daniels. I said,
Right.
we're supposed to lose X.
Right.
Right.
And he said, no, the state will come in and make you whole. But my follow-up was, for how long does that last?
And like I told you, I read an article that they weren't going to do that. So I don't know if they really know what they're doing yet.
Well, let me put it to you that way. If they don't do that, you're going to see an explosion of fiscal emergencies across the state.
No, I'm sorry. I had read that they're not gonna retroactive it. So it's gonna start with the SNOOP, that was the article that I had read.
So it'll start when they
Right,
pull the money
right,
from
so,
the
so
taxpayer.
I think they have it, like, if it's gonna be retroactive, the state's gonna come in and help. Or, instead of doing that, just don't do it retroactively.
I'll reach out to Dave Thomas, Representative Dave Thomas.
Okay,
I know, your favorite one.
my favorite
Yeah,
person in
your
the world,
favorite one.
yes. But no, so I think, I don't think the state really knows so much what they're doing with the taxes. It's a,
Well,
Will this include the gap money that the state will be giving us?
The new forecast will include any laws that are in effect that they don't know.
And so when those were passed in December, so the money we got in January isn't reflected
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Okay, board, any other questions?
Any other questions?
Okay, ready to vote? Mr. Adams?
Yeah. Mr. Hofer?
Yes.
Mr. Mason?
Yes.
Mrs. Frola?
Yes.
Mr. Lance?
Yes.
Mrs. Warner?
Yes.
The motion passed. Moving to 23, the five-year forecast update. It's recommended that the board approve the five-year forecast update as shown in Exhibit 16.
So moved.
Second.
Let's put that one back up, the forecast, actually.
Okay.
It's gonna look very similar. Actually, it's gonna look, there's rounding issues, but if you look down here on fiscal 29, at the very last line, if we can, yeah, 631,403, the other one was 631,392. But you will see in the forecast, if you go up to, you'll see the changes right there in line 3.02. Okay? 27, 28, and 29 are the ones that got impacted, which caused us to lose anticipated, or cause us to have to pay more. Again, these two reports are linked. This part of the report right here on the right is the same numbers as the financial recovery plan. They have to be.
3.01 is salaries, basically,
That's salaries, and 3.02 is
benefits, okay.
yes. And if you see, you got 21,500,000 of the 27 million is those two lines. When you hear treasurer say 80% of our funds are people, it's people in. So, there's a reason for that. So, again, I want to let you know, tomorrow, I will be sending out to the board these updated ones, and I'll send them out to key players in our staff, both classified and certified. And I'll put my number on there, and you can call me anytime, as you all know. And I will try to explain to the best of my ability where we are at any given time. So, when you take notes, put the date and the time, okay? Because things can change. I wish it was back the way it was, but it isn't.
Thank you.
So again, $2.5 million increase in medical benefits, or medical costs, correct? Yeah, that's hard, we can't sustain that for very long.
All right. I don't remember. Do we have a motion?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Adams?
Mr. Mason,
Yes.
Mr. Hofer,
Yes.
Mrs. Warner,
Yes.
Mr. Lance,
Yes.
Mrs. Frola.
Yes. Motion passed. All right, Mr. Adams, do you have a separate treasurer's
I
report?
do not, that was enough.
Is that all you're going to say? All right, at this time, we'll move to central office report. Mrs. Zigabud, would you, as Student Services Director, would you give your report?
So this is the time of year that we start getting ready to register for kindergarten and preschool. So registration is starting, preschool screenings will be starting in the next month. It's an exciting time for all those littles to get going into school. So if there are people out there watching and you have a student that is eligible for kindergarten or preschool, please go to our website at springfieldspartans.org and register. And preschool's doing some exciting things next week because we started talking about the Olympics at one of our Friday meetings and thought, oh, let's have some preschool Olympics. So next week, we are going to have some preschool Olympics. And I believe there's going to be some bobsledding and ice skating
with socks, not ice skates. And
Is there curling?
I don't think so. I don't think
No
so. Oh,
fights.
hockey. We're gonna do hockey. That was the third one. So, not only will the students be learning about some play-based activities around some different athletics, but some of the Olympic customs and things like that that also have been being talked a lot about. And then the last thing I have is, Kelly reminded me when she started talking about cheerleading, then after states next week, the next big cheerleading event is the Springfield Sparktacular on March 7th. So if you are not doing anything on that Saturday, you should support the Sparkles cheer team along with our cheerleaders and come and hang out and watch teams from all over northeastern Ohio participate. And there's raffle baskets and little concessions, and it's just a great, inspiring day. So come join us on March 7th on that Saturday. And that is it for me.
Just real briefly are you gonna talk about kindergarten?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, nothing, forget it, I'm done, I'm good.
I want to plug to Mrs. Zigabug's program. I'm amazed at the level of advancements of these little kids. And it's personal for me because my great nephew goes to here, and he was a wild child, let's say. And they have transformed him into a well-adjusted, smart little boy. Grandma and Grandpa and Mom and Dad are very happy, and I see him every day to see the advancements. Some of these children come in, and they're just, I don't even know how to explain it. Like a fog, okay, partially. 3 or 4 months with this staff, and they're clicking, which is it's beautiful to see. I mean, they do a great job. So
We have great preschool teachers, for
you
sure.
do have a great.
Yeah, we do.
School.
Huh?
I said, and that's what happens in school.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
see them grow. All right, the Director of Academics and Human Resources, Mrs. Meadows.
Just to piggyback a little bit on what Mrs. Zigabud was talking about, we do have a new preschool start date coming up this year. In the past, it has been August 1st. That has been our state.
Kindergarten.
Sorry, what did I say, preschool? Kindergarten start date. Before it had been August 1st. Now, because there are state laws that say it has to adjust, it goes to the first day of instruction. And we'll be coming out with more information as exactly what the first day of instruction is, so that way parents aren't surprised. But you can bet on, if your child was born before August 15th and they'll be 5 before August 15th, they can't come to preschool. We just have a little bit of,
Kindergarten.
what's that?
Kindergarten.
Why do I keep saying
Yeah.
preschool?
Well, they can go preschool too.
I mean kindergarten. Also, I would like to take a moment to say that on February 5th, we had the opportunity to honor some of our teachers at the Summit All-Star Team. Was that yours? Okay.
That's fine.
Then I'll skip the rest
No,
of
go
that.
ahead. No,
And
go
Mrs.
for it.
Monachino will follow that. Finally, we have a math adoption going on in the district that has been going on throughout the entire year. It started in September with all math teachers, grades 4 through 12, where they got together and they discussed, with a consultant, they discussed from Summit County ESC, they discussed what kind of series our kids need and what our teachers need in math series, as math is, although 2 + 2 is always 4, the way to teach it has changed. In that time frame, they've created a rubric based off of that need. They reviewed research on many programs, then determined some programs to bring in. They had quite a few programs to look at. They slowly dwindled it down. So tomorrow, they are looking at vendor presentations. These are all of our math teachers, 4th grade through 12th grade, with Math and You from Big Ideas from Cengage, Envision Math from Savvis, and Reveal Math from McGraw-Hill. And so once they go through vendor presentations, information will be coming out as to what the choice they look at. But if you in the public have questions about the math programs, please reach out to me and I will do my best to answer any of them, because you, the public, have the right to have an input too.
Mr. Boswell, Business Manager.
Well, February is Love the Bus Month, a nationally recognized celebration honoring our transportation professionals. Just shines a light on the vital role that they play in educating our students and getting them to school. Our bus drivers, monitors, mechanics, dispatchers, supervisors, and all the support staff are essential to our daily operations. So when this month celebrated them, we encourage, parents, students to say thank you, write a quick card, thank you card, whatnot. And on behalf of the district, I'd like to thank all of them for their dedication and the critical role that they play in our schools.
Absolutely.
And then one other item, safety drills. A critical part of our commitment to safety is practicing and going through drills. Today, we did a lockdown drill at the high school and also a fire drill at Spring Hill Elementary. These exercises allow us to practice different scenarios and observe them, give everybody a comfort level with them, because in an actual emergency, people are going to rely on their training and the routine that they've done in the past there. So we like to go through these drills regularly throughout the year. And we use them to identify areas where we can improve. I think each time we get a little better, we see areas where improvement is possible and take action on those for the next time. And we always ask after each drill what worked well and what can be improved. They're both, we want to see the good and the bad and the ugly, so to speak, of each time we do a drill there. So thank everybody for their cooperation with those, and we'll continue to do those as time goes on.
Went well today, the drills?
Yes.
Good.
All right, so the one thing I like about the February board meeting, just one thing I like now, is it's the end of winter sports and the start of spring sports. Even though we might have a snow day on Sunday, it's still spring sports, so we're still to go for that. We had some really great highlights. Boys basketball. The varsity boys basketball team currently holds a 3-18 record, which shows progress because they finished winless last year. So that was a good increase. The Spartans will travel to Norton High School for the sectional tournament game on Friday, February 27th at 7 o'clock. The girls basketball, the varsity girls basketball team is currently 1-21 on the season. They're going to travel to Elyria Catholic High School for their tournament game on February 19th at 7 o'clock. The boys bowling team had a very strong postseason performance. They took second place in the MAC tournament and third place for the sectional tournament, advancing to districts.
All right.
So that's exciting. They're going to be leaving Friday at 10 a.m. to go to Redmond Recreation Lanes in Lorraine. While the girls bowling didn't advance, we did have Madison Knox qualify individually for the district champions. She also scored the top overall performance at sectionals, earning both high game honors and high series honors. So congratulations to her. She will be representing Springfield on Saturday at Redmond Lanes. The boys wrestling will compete in the MAC championship this Saturday. The team also competes in the sectional at St. Vincent St. Mary's School in Akron on Saturday, February 28th. Omar Leon, 144, is currently ranked 9th in the state. So that is a great accomplishment. And he's competing to become a 4-time MAC champion this weekend. Senior night for wrestling will be tomorrow versus North. Girls wrestling team has some injuries, but they're expected to return to competition for the Carrollton tournament this weekend. And they're going to compete in their sectional tournament at Northwest on March 1st. Cheerleading, both the spring cheerleading programs received outstanding success. Junior high cheer MAC middle school champions, like we said before, congratulations, and state runner-up. And varsity cheer MAC champions. Both teams will be here for the March board meeting to be recognized. And the varsity team will compete in the state championship this weekend at Big Walnut High School. Junior high wrestling, we have individual honors. Jaden Boston, 98 pounds, was MAC champ. John Arango Rivera, 150 pounds, MAC champ. Kane Rock, 122 pounds, MAC runner-up. And Vincent Leone, third place. So we have a lot of things going on. Winter Sports Award is going to be 3/18, and on 4/11 is the All-Star Boosters reverse raffle. It's going to be at Guy's Party Center, if I'm not mistaken, this year. So if you haven't gotten your ticket, you can reach out to your coaches or reach out to Coach Vaughn for that. I think it's $75 for dinner and a number. If you can't make it, it's $30 for
75 individual, 125 for a couple.
Okay.
So, yes.
So
And
perfect.
tickets are on sale. Moving to guys this year, the Tadmore Shrine closed, sold and closed.
Oh, did they?
So that was the reason for the move.
Okay.
So, Guys Party Center is a great center.
Yes, it is.
It's costing the sports boosters a bit more, but hopefully the turnout's good and it's a great night. I've been there 4 years, I think now, and it's a great time.
I've
So-
gone the last 3 years, and
Yeah.
it's been an
so,
extraordinary
yeah,
time.
Hopefully everybody can come out. It's great.
We have a congratulations to Dave Hofer for being the recipient of the 2026 OSBA Training Award. The Training Award is a distinct award and part of the STAR program. And in addition, completing all 4 stars within 3 years, Dave is also the recipient of the 2026 OSBA Master Board Member Award. So congratulations. This is, these awards are presented to a very select group of more than 3,400 board members in Ohio. Only 41 will receive the Training Award in 2026, and only 14 are going to receive the Master Board Award. So absolutely congratulations on that, Dave.
Thank you.
There's going to be 2 spring, do you have to go to both spring conferences to get your awards?
No, no, one or the other, but I'm president-elect of the Northeast region, so I'm not sure how that's gonna work out yet.
Okay, so it's March 25th. If you had gotten in my Friday board notes, that if you want to attend, please let me know at least by tomorrow, so we can honor Dave. Also, congratulations, this is what I was going, okay. On February 5th, the Summit ESC had their Celebrate Excellence in Education to celebrate the 225 All-Star Rookie Team, the All-Star Teaching Team, and the Lifetime Achievement Award. These recognitions celebrate the outstanding educators and leaders in our district who make a lasting difference in the lives of students. So our All-Star Rookie Team was Sean Cutler, who's the middle school STEM teacher. Our All-Star Teaching Team, Scott Freeze, congratulations, 5th grade teacher. And then the Lifetime Achievement was to Terry Kaiser, who created and was a coach for the Sparkles. So it was a great night, and congratulations to our 25 All-Star team. And as always, if anybody has any questions or concerns, you can call, email me, or stop on in. Call first, see if I'm there. But yeah, let me know.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm done.
You're done?
Okay, I am done.
Well, it's okay.
No,
You're
yeah.
allowed.
No, I'm done.
And some of us took your.
No, not today. It wasn't too bad.
Okay, items worthy of your note. February 19, Schropp Intermediate Conferences. February 19th, High School, Junior High Conferences, 7 to 9. February 24, ACT testing. No school for grades 9, 10, and 12 only.
Okay, I'm going to say one more thing. So the ACT testing, the reason why there's no school is because they need every room and all the teachers to help proctor the test. So it's a pretty big deal. And, this was a program that was started, several years ago, that all 11th graders get to take the ACT one time for free. So we want to make sure. Statewide, yes.
March 5th, Spring Hill Conferences, 3:30 to 7:30. March 13th is the end of the 3rd quarter. March 17th, next regular Board of Education meeting. March 23rd, spring vacation begins and lasts until return on March 30th when classes resume. Anything else to add?
We might have to move that meeting. That's on
Oh,
St.
I was just going to
That's on
say,
St. Patrick's Day.
I was just going to say, where this is going to be a yes.
We're all wearing green that day?
If you would like to wear green, you may wear green.
I will trade in my Italian heritage for a little bit of Irish.
It's always good to be Irish.
That's right.
Not on St. Patty's Day.
All right, citizens' comments, participants will be limited to 5 minutes duration, and citizens' comments can be on any subject. They do not have to be tied to the board agenda.
No, you're,
Good evening, everyone. My name is Nanda Chamita. I live in Talmadge, but I teach at Schropp Intermediate School. I teach 6th grade. I am a 30-year veteran in this district, and I'm also the second vice president of SFTP. I'm speaking tonight out of genuine concern for the way our teachers feel valued in this district. For months now, our educators have been working without a contract. Our negotiation team has been ready to meet since October. The administration knew that, but we were not your priority then. And here we are, nearly through an entire school year without a defined date to return to the bargaining table and get our teachers a contract. I have to ask, why do you always delay us? Doesn't everyone want our teachers to have a fair and settled contract? You have settled contracts for everyone else in the district except their teachers. We've been told that some are tired of hearing about the 2% our teachers gave back. Respectfully, our teachers are tired of not being your priority. That 2% has never been reconciled, and now it is compounded and has cost our members and their families a lot of money. It was a huge sacrifice made in good faith during a difficult time for this district. That sacrifice still matters. It reflects the commitment our teachers have shown to this community. Who's committed to us? Our teachers are currently at the bottom of Summit County in pay across the board. Despite that, they show up every single day. They teach, they support, they feed, they protect, they care deeply about the students in their classrooms. They continue to give their full support even without the security of a current agreement. But who's taking care of our teachers? Isn't it the board's responsibility to ensure that the professionals educating our children feel respected and valued? I'm respectfully asking that you encourage your team to return to the bargaining table as soon as possible and work towards a fair contract for our teachers. Our educators deserve stability. Our students deserve stability. And this community deserves leadership that prioritizes both. We want to work together in unison to bring our teachers a fair contract that reflects their dedication to this district. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you for your comments. Is there anyone else that would like to speak? All right, at this time, it's recommended that the meeting be adjourned. Motion, please.
So
Second. All right, it's been moved and second. We adjourn the meeting. Mr. Adams?
Mrs. Warner,
Yes.
Mr. Mason,
yes.
Mr. Ofer,
Yes.
Mrs. Frola,
Yes.
Mr. Lentz.
Yes.
Meeting adjourned, and
Thank
thank
you.
you, everyone, for your evening. Okay, I'm going to...
I haven't talked to Melissa.
This was a fact.
Here, let's-